purple on the opposite side now. Just scooting around. Very quick movement from Big Brian. He's a great delivery system. So big brushes get the stuff on quickly. And it may be quite a transition for if you've been painting a little bit tight and detailed. Big brush, get the stuff on. Dangerous Dave now, another big brush, big dagger brush. All synthetic, all empathetic brushes, and they know you really want to do a good painting, so they help out. Turquoise, just thrown on with the shape of the brush. Just dabbed on. Building up the shape, leaving those white gaps, they're very important, very useful. Sap green just blasts its way into the image. Didn't even knock on the door, it just barged in. Look at the way that just explodes into the colours. Oh, that's yummy, scrummy colour. Look at it float about, absolutely perfect. This really is the essence of loose watercolour painting. We don't care, or we do. We've got a method. That's the thing. People think, oh, you just throw it on and it happens. Well, no, there is a method to it. You know, we're building it up, shapes, brushes, water, all things combined to help you keep loose. There's another fella that's going to help you, little mini Dave. Great little guy. He is just there with Cerulean Green to go in to do a bit more work on the leaves with a little bit of negative painting to pick out a few of the leaves. And it always looks scruffy and unkempt, the paintings in this style for a start, but then they come together. That's where the magic happens. About halfway and beyond, you start to see the image. So you have to keep the faith until you get to that point. We're just scooting around the outside of a flower there, look, yeah? See the centre, see the outside. So the loose, simple drawing for a start is really where it all begins. There's got to be a key to it. And the great thing about the brushes are they're so versatile, so they can get big areas on, small ones as well. We're not having to change brush every 5 minutes or less, every minute. Oh no, just twist the brush round. That's how it works. A little bit round the centre there, a little darker tone, just to pick out that centre point that the eye will focus on. Just extending, look at the pools of pigment, yeah? Pools of pigment in places, but they're not going anywhere because, as I say, we're working flat, so they stay in position. Oh no, guess who's here? Miss Rigger. Miss Rigger time, great. Covered in alizarin crimson. What's she gonna do? Oh my word, she's flicking alizarin crimson straight across the image. And then she's doing a few stems as well. So Miss Rigger, part of the fabled loose gang brushes. And there's quite a few in that, but the main guys we've been using today and a few others. So if you are interested in getting yourself a few brushes, drop onto loosewatercolours.com and we can sort you some out, guys. So look at the way she does that line work, absolutely flowing. Oh, she's on fire, she's on fire. So just picking through the white areas, light areas, dibs and dabs, but we're just using the very point. And if you notice, the point of the brush there is delivering the paint. Quite often with the riggers, they flop about, Oh, I've got a poorly arm. I'm flopping about. No, look how rigid that brush is. That's the beauty of it. Little dibs and dabs. So you're painting intuitively. That is a key point. You're not looking at reference. You're not saying, I've got to go exactly there. Bit more splatter now. And this time it's just a little bit of water as opposed to any colour. This will blast the colour about even more, but it won't be too far. It won't splash about. It'll just lubricate it and move it. A little bit of purple now, just to pop around the edge of the flower, just a little bit, picking that out. Magical. You've got all the paint on, you've done all the big stuff. Now, I'm just relaxing into a few little attempts at detail, not too many, maybe 3, and that will just pick out a little bit of the flower as we go, as we speak. Cutting around the corner there, cutting into the edge. Just little taps of pigmentation. And this is just small stuff, but if you do this at the beginning, then it's not going to work, is it? You've done all the detail, and then what do? How do you get the stuff on? How do you cover the area? So you do it in big blocks and then get smaller as you go through the image. So you've done fabulously well there, guys. Really beautiful work, enjoyable work. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click the little button below. It really does help the channel and allows me to put more on for more people all of the time. So thanks for dropping by, guys. You've been absolute stars. I do hope you enjoyed that one. We've got a few little flicky finishes there just in the centre of the petals. If you'd like to see more, just drop on to loosewatercolours.com. We've got oodles of tutorials over there and live broadcasts for everything you want to see. You can stay as long as you like, but you're always welcome to my little channel on here. So great to see you guys, and do take care.